So, hello and welcome to my next chess video. This time I show you the game between Monarch 1.7 with white against Deep Fritz 14. I'll let them play the King's Indian defense petrosian system, which arises after the moves, for example, d4, knight f6, c4, g6. Yeah, these are basically the moves. And now e5, d5. The thing you have to know is if you take here, takes there, takes there, takes there, takes there, this is nothing for white. So that's why the normal move in that position is to go forward. And now let's say a5 with the plan knight here to here, so probably b3, bishop here. You cannot go b4 because the rook in the corner would hang, so let's say you go b3, or you just go bishop e3 variation, then just cementing the structure on the queen side. Then, for example, castles, b3, followed by knight here to here. So white would have to do something about this. b4, pawn takes, knight takes, knight here, knight takes, pawn takes, and now, for example, queen here, following up with queen here, and knight to g4. But let's say it's white's turn, so let's say you push the pawn, knight here, knight there, knight here, bishop takes, f6, bishop here, f4, pawn here, bishop takes, pawn here, bishop here, and queen there. So you might have some attacking chances over there, but you lose a lot of pieces. So let's see what Fritz does. Fritz plays the move knight to d7 instead of a4. Knight to d7, and now we have queen to c2 by Monarch. Now probably a5, pawn here, knight here, bishop there, knight here, knight there, probably knight here, bishop takes, f3. But f3 I don't know about, because now you can go here, takes, and now you have to go g6. Otherwise this check is pretty fatal. I don't know. f6, bishop goes back, castles, f4, takes, b4, takes, knight takes, queen takes, bishop here, knight here, let's say, bishop here, bishop there, queen here, knight here, bishop there, h6, bishop takes, I don't know. Maybe something like this. Knight takes. Bishop here, check. Queen here. Pawn takes here. Threatening checkmate. So you'd have to do something against this. Probably bishop takes. But now... I don't know, it seems to hold actually. So this. Probably rook here to go out of the firing line. Bishop here, check. King here. Pawn here, threatening mate. So rook takes. Rook takes. Queen takes. Rook there. Knight here, let's say. Knight takes... no, knight here doesn't work. So... Queen has to defend the mate. Probably... Queen here. But then rook there. It seems to be pretty over. If rook here, then bishop here, check. Followed by some discovery, check. This is not even a discovery, this is just over. King has nowhere to go, so bishop here. Now check there. King here and queen here mate. So the King's Indian is very extreme here. So we have to move a5. So we have to move a5. Monarch is calculating bishop e3, b6. No, not b6. I would go... no, nothing. I would go here. Then bishop here, probably. f6. Bishop here, g6. Bishop there. h4. Trying to trap the bishop. So pawn here. Knight goes back. Trying to go f4. And white has to do something on the queen side. Knight here probably. Threatening this pawn. So you kind of attack the bishop here. And go h3. Pawn takes. Pawn here. Pawn here. Knight here. Queen here. f5. Pawn takes f5. Knight takes f5. Castles. Knight here attacking the queen and the bishop. So the queen has to go back to defend the bishop. Now maybe... let's see, what can you do there? Don't want to give up this piece. Knight takes, rook takes. You could go here actually, because if you take there, then takes, and you lose a rook. you lose something. So this move, you cannot take it. Kind of have to go for some counterplay. But then knight here, check. Bishop here. Bishop takes, attacking the rook. Bishop here, pawn here. Bishop takes, pawn takes. But then queen here. And it seems to hold everything, so probably not knight takes here. But you can go bishop takes, and if bishop takes, then knight here, check. And creating this form pawn. And I don't know if this is winning or not. Say the queen is coming here to here. So let's say rook here, queen here, rook there, queen there, knight here. But then this move just wins. So you really have to take care about stuff here. Okay, we have some moves. We don't have this. We have the move a5, bishop e3, and knight here. I would castle queenside. If castling kingside, then okay, the Monarch plays g3 just to stop the knight coming in here. Now maybe knight here. Castles. Knight here. Knight there, you have to make some counterplay. f5 takes, e5 takes, bishop takes here, attacking the queen. And the queen has nowhere to go, so bishop takes is not possible. So let's say you move the knight back, then bishop here, maybe you go for c4, but then knight takes here, king takes here, queen here, check, because the pawn is pinned. And now you see some magic. Knight takes here, followed by queen here, check, and again checkmate. So there is a lot of stuff possible here in the King's Indian. So g3, Fritz is calculating knight c5, then bishop takes, pawn takes, pawn takes, castling here, queen f3, then the knight is coming in, so knight here, c3, knight here, pawn takes, knight c5, knight g5, is calculated by Monarch. Now he's for castling. I will castle queenside here. Pawn takes, Let's say some random move. No, not queen takes, of course not. Bishop here. If bishop takes, and pawn here attacking the knight. And if the knight moves, let's say to here, then rook takes here, attacking the queen. Queen takes there. Rook here, check. King takes. Queen here, check. And mate. So it's not that easy against the King's Indian. So we don't have takes here. I would have taken it. We have castles. Now queen e7. Queen e7. I will go for f5. Pawn takes, knight takes, bishop takes here. Okay, let's say pawn here. Pawn takes, knight takes, bishop takes here. f5. You kind of don't want to give up anything here. Takes. If takes here, then rook takes. Bishop takes, pawn here. Bishop here. Queen there. And now you kind of can defend here with a check even. So pawn takes. Bishop here. Pawn takes. Queen there. I don't know. Castle seems. Bishop takes. Maybe this one. Attacking the knight. Knight moves here. Threatening to go in. Now pawn takes. Bishop takes. And now f5. Bishop takes, rook takes, pawn takes. No, it doesn't work. Okay, we have a move. We have to move queen e7, knight c5, castles, queen e7, and knight h4. It's calculated by the Monarch. I will go bishop here, attacking the rook. Let's say rook here. Or anywhere, I don't know. And then going in here. If you take there, then queen takes knight here. If you take with the bishop, then pawn takes. b4, rook takes, f4, pawn takes, g4, knight here, g5, knight here, g4, knight here, knight takes, pawn takes, bishop here. Oh, wait. Bishop here, knight here, no. Bishop here, probably. Then you... No, bishop here also doesn't work. You cannot go here I mean, bishop, pawn here, bishop here, pawn here, queen here, h4. Yeah, we have this knight f5. What? But we have it immediately. Have to move queen e7, knight here, and now not this, but knight here immediately, so that you have this check available. G takes f4 is calculated. Now queen takes f4, maybe pawn here, followed by f4. Then maybe f5, pawn takes here, f6 attacking the bishop, bishop moves there, queen here, and it looks pretty lost actually, because this is coming with a threat on the bishop and the checkmate threat, so you kind of have to go there. And after this, you kind of have to go there. But then the rook is coming in, threatening a check. I don't know. Let's see. Of course, now queen takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, f4. Queen takes h4. Let's see, queen takes h4. Pawn takes here. Pawn takes f4. Bishop here attacking the rook. Let's say you ignore this, taking there, and taking there, followed by f5. Then maybe takes en passant. Rook takes, queen takes, and how is this position? Probably around equal. Maybe even better for white. So takes. Maybe here immediately to attack the rook, so the rook moves somewhere. Let's say to b8, and only then take, because now you can take with the queen. Okay, we have this kind of continuation. F takes, and now bishop takes e5 is calculated. Let's see, f4. Bishop here. Bishop there. To be able to defend. But then queen here. I don't see it quite yet. Bishop takes e5, followed by f4. Bishop takes c3. Let's say queen takes c3. No, then you lose that pawn. So you kind of have to go b takes c3. Now f4. Now f4. Alright, queen here first. You could also go here. But then queen here. Bishop takes. Pawn takes. Rook takes. Queen here, check. King there. Bishop takes here, up the exchange, okay. So this doesn't work. So probably rook here or rook there. Rook there fails though. No, I don't know if this fails. But now f4. Pawn takes. Pawn takes. Rook here, check. King here, bishop there, and it's lost for black all of a sudden. So let's see what Fritz comes up with after the move f4. Yeah, we have f4. Bishop takes c3 followed by b3 is his plan. To solidify the knight here. And then black has no problems on the king side. Black has no problems on the king side. So bishop takes c3, pawn takes c3, and b3. Let's see both evaluations after you take with the b-pawn. After the monarch takes back, let's see both evaluations. Let's say b takes. What is black's move here? So, okay, now let's see both evaluations. Monarch thinks white is better, and Deep Fritz thinks black is better. So let's see. Let's give some token move a4. Bishop here. Let's say rook there. f4, e4. d4, knight here, bishop there, knight takes, rook takes, c takes, c takes. I don't see it. I don't see it. Even with a token move, I don't see the advantage for black. It's close though, it's close. But it's always close against the monarch. Okay, we have the move b6. Bishop e3, d4. The monarch is calculating. Probably not bishop here. Bishop. No, this loses due to that check. Checkmate. So you have to go there. The knight takes, queen takes, queen here, bishop here, rook here, check. Rook takes, queen takes. Doesn't seem to work though. This piece sacrificed, so this one, that one, knight here. If you go there, then it's checkmate. If you go back, then it's checkmate, so you probably have to take it. Bishop takes, attacking the queen. Let's see, queen here. Knight here, attacking the rook. Okay, we have a move now. Bishop d4, and now bishop to d7. Maybe going for c6. Phew. Let's see, e5 is what the monarch is calculating. But now bishop here attacks the queen. Queen goes there, and the knight hops in here. Pawn takes, bishop takes here, rook takes the rook there, and rook to the second. So probably the monarch is very greedy, so now you cannot move this piece. You can't do a lot of things. You cannot do a lot of things. Let's put a token move in. Knight here. Attacks the bishop. And if you take, then queen here. Followed by this check. And now it's all over, because you have to put something in front. And whatever you put in front, then the rook's file is open, and this is checkmate. So this is kind of the threat which has to be parried. e5. Rook fe8. Rook fe8. Stopping this one. Knight here is also, bishop here is also coming. So let's see, e5. e5, rook here. What is black's move? Probably something like rook to here. But then bishop there again. I would really play this. Queen there, then knight here, takes, bishop here, c5, bishop takes, c4, bishop. This is just over. I don't see a defense. Let's say a token move, this one. Then knight here, attacks the bishop 3 times. If you take it, then check, and you again have this same mating pattern. Bishop here, checkmate. So what to do here? e5, rook fe8, move queen d2. Queen d2 now. Queen d2 by the monarch, but no knight here immediately. Queen here, bishop there, threatening some discoveries. I don't see a defense here. I mean, bishop here, this is just crushing, so you cannot go into this line. So queen here probably. then bishop there, other queen here, takes, bishop takes, rook here, bishop takes, rook there. What is the threat? Let's say you go a4 in that position, a4, then knight takes here, bishop takes there, queen, rook here, rook there. Don't see anything here. Rook here, bishop takes, bishop take, threatening the rook, so the rook moves here, check, and now rook here. So let's okay, you have to defend, and now it's made into whatever white does. So I only see losses for black. Queen d2, bishop f5 is gonna be calculated. Now you really have to eliminate this knight. Pawn takes. Maybe bishop, pawn takes. Bishop not taking there. Okay, we have a move. We have a different move. Oh, this all we have, f4. Bishop takes c3, pawn takes c3, b6, bishop d4, bishop d7, e5, rook f e8, queen d2. Now we have the move queen here. Pins that pawn. So this is threatened now. So probably just defend the queen. Or but this, I don't know, this doesn't seem right to open up the rook's file. This is what the Monarch is calculating. Probably not even taking back. Probably knight here even. Attacking the queen. So where does the queen go? Let's say the queen goes there. It's close. He takes bishop here. Let's say you take even this one. I don't know, I don't see a win here actually, so you probably, he takes, so you probably just take back, no, yeah, well, 94 you can go here, and now probably taking back, and black is advised not to take the whole queen side, because again this one is just crushing. A4, let's see how it works exactly. Knight here, check. Bishop takes, pawn takes, attacking the queen. Queen here, rook here. I don't know, it's close. I would have played something different here. Okay, knight here. We have knight to queen to d3. Knight e4. Queen to d3 is coming probably. But then bishop here. Pawn takes. No. No, 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 no. Queen, knight here. Attacking the queen. Queen here. But it doesn't really matter. Knight here check. You have to go there. Bishop here check. Bishop takes. Queen takes. Rook here check. It's so close, but I don't think it's gonna work quite yet. Let's see what Fritz does. C takes d6. Probably just taking here, yeah, just taking here. And if bishop takes there, then rook here, bishop here, rook there. a4, let's give a token move again. Knight takes here, bishop takes. Rook here, queen here. And now black is threatening mate, but let's see. Check. Check. No, black is first. So, okay. We don't have all that. We have e takes, knight e4, queen d3, and knight takes here. Probably with some bishop here. Come, let's again see both evaluations. Both sides think that they are winning, so kind of believe Fritz, but Fritz could have played more incisive moves there. Let's see, the knight is coming in here. Attacking the bishop, so black has no problems. I think white has the bishop pair. So let's see, knight takes d6. Queen f6 now we have. Queen h6, h4, bishop f2, queen here, rook there, but I don't see it. I don't quite see it. Knight here, bishop there, f5. Bishop takes, pawn takes, queen here, and bishop there. But I don't see anything for black. I don't see anything for black, so we have this queen here. Queen h4 is what Fritz calculates, bishop f2. Queen here, rook here, knight here, bishop there, f4, bishop takes, pawn takes. Queen here and bishop there. No, bishop there doesn't win the rook, sorry, because it's still defended. But let's say you go with the other rook, which is kind of safer. I don't know. Very interesting game. Queen f6 now. Queen h4. Bishop here. Bishop here. Rook fe1. Maybe g5 now. Bishop here and queen there. Rook takes. Rook takes. Bishop here. Pawn here. Queen there. No, maybe this kind of thing. h3. Takes, takes. Bishop there. Threatening something, threatening queen here. Bishop here. Queen here. Check. And you kind of have to give up the queen. So this g5 is a little bit too extreme. Yeah, we have to move queen h4. Now a4 is calculating. Monarch is calculating a4. Let's see, a4. Let's say rook takes. Queen takes. Rook here. Queen goes back. Bishop here. Queen here. Queen there. Bishop here. Rook there. Bishop takes. Pawn takes. Rook here. Rook takes. Bishop takes. Knight here. So it doesn't work, but it's close. So we have to move a4. a4. h5. Now, okay. Monarch is calculating rook a2. Let's again see both evaluations. Fritz thinks it's -1. Monarch thinks it's +1. So very close matchup here. Very close matchup. Deep Fritz. Rook a2. Bishop here, queen here, to be able to play queen here. No, queen here fails, so you cannot. What about this? Bishop g4 just wins a piece, doesn't it? No, because of queen here. Queen takes, rook takes. Knight here, rook here, knight takes, rook takes. Here we have bishop g4 now. Queen f2 is forced. Queen f2. Queen h3. Bishop takes, queen here, takes, rook takes, knight here, threatening the bishop, threatening a fork, so the bishop goes back, bishop here, rook there, h4. I don't know. Bishop f2 is forced. Bishop takes, queen takes. Okay, we don't have this, we have that. Also possible. Bishop takes e2. Rook takes e2 now. Takes e2, queen here, check. Rook there. No, we don't have this. We have rook takes, queen takes, and now probably some rook to the e-file. Probably queen there now. And exchange everything. Rook here, rook there, takes. Now what? Knight here. Knight takes here, so black is winning a pawn. So pawn here, so the queen has to go there. And now rook here. So queen d3. Rook there. Don't have to take it though. Play probably something like this. Then queen check. King here. And you lose that pawn, so it's not that easy to find a move here for white, which doesn't lose a pawn. You have to keep an eye on the rook, on the pawn. Probably this move. Then takes. King takes, loses that pawn. No. Let's go with king takes. Pawn here, pawn here. No, this loses that pawn. So you kind of have to go queen takes. Takes. Knight here attacking the bishop and the pawn. So bishop moves back here. Now you could check. Takes. And how is this endgame? F4. How is this endgame? Let's see. Be better for white. So you cannot go in for this endgame. What do we have? We don't have this. We have this move. So rook takes, queen takes. Knight here most probably. Or knight f5. Knight f5 also attacks the bishop. Now I will go knight e4. Knight e4. King there is forced. Okay, wait. Rook takes. Knight f5. Threatening this fork. So bishop here. No, bishop here loses a pawn. with a pin. So this might not be that great. So knight here, queen here. We have queen h3. Bishop e5. Pawn here. Queen here. Bishop takes c7. Pawn takes here, attacking the bishop, so e3. So e3. No, probably knight takes. Takes, queen here, white is up 2 pawns, so bishop takes c7, but bishop takes here, or queen takes here. No, queen takes and this is mate, so we don't have this. Bishop takes c7. We have this move rather. Bishop takes here, knight takes here, queen takes there, defending that pawn. And now black should be much better. Let's see. Yeah, both engines agree that black is better here. Queen d2, h3. Just take yet another pawn. Okay, if the bishop takes here, you go in with this check and take yet another pawn. So let's say king here. No, king has to go there to not lose a pawn with check. And now you can go here. Queen takes. No, queen takes probably doesn't work. So pawn takes. Bishop here. Played queen b3. Attacking this pawn. The king here is always in danger, that's the problem for white. Queen b3, queen f3. Now just push the pawn. Queen here, check. Queen here, but you have to be careful because bishop here might not be that clear. But okay, check. Cannot go up. Can only go down. Black is threatening mate, so okay, we don't have this. We have queen f3, queen there nevertheless. Now queen b2, check. King has to go there. Oh yeah, you can always take this bishop off. So now just push the pawn. Not just take here, attacking the bishop. Or even better, queen here, check. King there. Bishop take, knight takes, queen takes here with check. And queen here, pawn takes, and king marches up the board. The bishop has to keep an eye on that pawn, and yeah, this should be over. Just exchange queens, or even better, this move, check. Where is the king going? King here, queen e1, check. There is always those checks. Always those checks. Queen e2, queen f1. What about king here? And you give a check right there. Okay, we have some moves. Queen here, check. Okay, I think now it's over. Queen here, check. Queen blocks, queen takes here. Bishop here, and now h4. Bishop takes, queen takes. There is not even a check for white. This pawn is also hanging. King here. Another simplest way is this check, followed by marching up the king, winning the opposition, or just this one. This would be the easiest way, but okay, yeah, it's over. It is over. Minus 25. We don't need to see this endgame till the end. Yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time. No. I wanna... Queen g6. It doesn't really matter what to play here. King here, queen there. Knight d4 check. Knight d4 check. Where to go with the king? If he goes back, then f5. Knight e6. f5, f4 anyway. Yeah. f4 check, winning that pawn. Okay. So win for black. Let's see. We have this King's Indian here. And this is better for white, for black. This kind of stuff, winning all the pawns. And here I adjusted it as a win for black. Thanks for watching, see you next time, ciao.